I'm gonna tell you something right now, man. You know what I mean, if God is fighting for you right now, I'm gonna let you know God ain't never lost a battle. You know what I mean? And some niggas say, Kev, man, you know what I mean? You have some, you know what I mean? Be cool, like, don't be so harsh, like, nah, nigga, you made your bed, now go lay in it. I ain't got no sympathy for these niggas. You understand what I mean? Like, yeah, man, like, why are you so hard on certain particular groups and all that? Like, nigga, first of all, nigga, to let you know, nigga, I don't give a fuck about no group, no bitch, no organization, or none of that shit. Cause, nigga, I'm standing on principles, you understand what I'm saying? And a lot of niggas not standing on principles. And niggas wanna go with the game, run with it, make a mistake, be like, oh, that's not how you do it, but you wanna add your own feng shui into it, though. Niggas wanna say they're here to help everybody, but you know what I mean? When niggas ask you certain questions about certain things, niggas don't wanna talk about nothing. You know, it's do what I say. It's what I say or the highway. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how could you have sympathy for niggas so I'm a sympathy for you? Like, how could you make friends with somebody who's not friendly? You know what I mean? Motherfuckers want to act like they the most caring people in the world. You know what I mean? They want to act like they're the victim and niggas is just bashing them and you know what I mean? But these niggas didn't bash so many people. They projecting what they do onto other people. They didn't disrespect the niggas' mamas, niggas, everything niggas stand for. You know what I mean? Like, and they commit these abominable acts. But then when you do it, it's wrong. But when they do it, it's okay. So it's like, how can I agree to that terminology? Like, how can I make friends with somebody who say, well, whatever you say, what you do is wrong, right? But whenever they do something wrong, it's oh, just look over it. But these niggas want to all talk about what you doing wrong and how you doing it, and but when you put a magnifying glass on them, no, no, no. But all y'all do is bash a successful black man who intelligent, who know what I'm talking about. All y'all do is bash men who have an idea, who think for themselves, who love themselves, who take care of their kids. It's like, what's the problem? Is it the color of my skin? Because I'm a man. I did everything by the book and I did everything right. You know what I mean? And you want to keep pointing the finger at me, but when you do these things that you're doing, you want everybody to be quiet about it. That's why I got no sympathy for niggas. Ain't nobody better than nobody. Ain't nobody finna tell me what I'm doing is wrong. But when we got something to say about what y'all doing is wrong, niggas don't want to talk about it. I'm not no kid, I'm a grown man, so you gotta come up with a different strategy than that, you know what I mean? And I'm not going with that fake ass philosophy that niggas say is law, but it's flawed, it's flawed. You know what I mean? It's real niggas all over the world, you know what I mean? Godly figures, you know what I mean? Who really represent God in the right way, you know what I mean? And I was taught if you're gonna do anything, do it for the fullest, you know what I mean? My last video was titled "What Would You Willing to Sacrifice for God?" You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? These niggas is not willing to sacrifice the life that they live for God. But I done gave up the street shit. I done gave up selling drugs. I done came a long way. They want to talk about a nigga like me like I'm wrong for speaking my mind. But like, you know what I mean? Ain't we all entitled to an opinion? You know what I mean? Don't we all have a say so in laws? If we all live on this land, there's we're supposed to be at least able to be heard of. It's like whenever we say things about black people reparations, homelessness, world hunger, mental health, I don't hear nothing. Niggas is silent, you know? But they got all these programs for the ABC community. You know what I mean? They got it for the feminists and all that shit, right? But I never hate on anybody. You do what you do. Just set the record straight. Whatever you do, that's what you do. I'm a godly figure. I believe in the laws of God. You know what I mean? And I'm not finna give you no pass because you want to say you're getting bashed or these are your ideologies. No. What's good is good and what's bad is bad. I go by this Bible. I don't go by what you feel is and what you feel. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. I was taught to be read by this Bible. You understand what I mean? And you know what I mean? Some things y'all do is right. You know what I mean? But some things certain people do is wrong. You know what I mean? And you can't say, oh, okay, or that's LGBT. Okay, what happened to one of these LGBT go touch a little girl or something? I go touch it. Then what y'all gonna say? Is y'all gonna say, oh, he's LGBT, so forgive him? No, okay. This is my thing. You can do what you want. I got cousins and family members. I don't love them no less, and I appreciate them. I let them know that you can't change your ways, and God is still accepting everything that you do. You know what I mean? And then as far as the feminists, it's like I understand that you want rights for women, and you say when we you say this, men is that, and then when we have something to say about it, like, well, actually, this is how we think. Now we're bashing. When the first thing you doing was bashing us, and then when we come back with a rebuttal, something that actually makes sense is bashing. But what you say is not bashing in this law. It's like witchcraft. Like they want your brain to react in a certain way and accept what they say. So it's kind of like programming your brain to accept the nonsense. You know what I mean? You see so much stuff on the internet and on TV where they're doing these wrong things and they're trying to make it seem like it's normal. And they're trying to make it seem like it's okay to sin. It's okay not to give your life to God in the fullest, you know? I gave up drugs. I gave up a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? Just to be with God. People not willing to give up the sexuality. The gay man is not willing to give up the dick, you know, or get, you know what I mean, or whatever, because he wants to have that dick, you know what I mean? He doesn't want to let it go. If a female want her coochie licked, that's the sin. It's called abomination. In Leviticus, I think it was 20:3 or whatever. If a man lay down with a man, it's abomination. Lay down with a man. Okay, it's like y'all want to be accepted for what y'all do, but y'all still don't accept me for my black skin. Y'all don't accept me for being a man who has masculinity, and it's like to the point where I just want to say it's like true equality is hearing everybody's side of the story and coming to the round table and talking about certain things. We should all have a right to hear each other out. You know what I mean? I have no problems with the ABC community. I have no problems with the feminists, and I have no problem with Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? But it's just certain principles about God, you know what I mean? And they want to go say, paint you like you the bad person, right? But you speaking true laws and the true nature of God. You understand what I'm saying? I love everybody. I don't care what you do or how you do it. I don't hate anybody. And I believe that there are certain spots in the kingdom if you're willing to sacrifice certain things. But a lot of people are not willing to sacrifice, you know. I have to leave the thug shit alone. I have to give the drugs alone. You know what I mean? That's what I was like, what are you willing to sacrifice for God? You know, if God say this wrong, you know what I mean? What are you doing to combat it? You can say it's, you can even admit it's wrong. Like, even though I sell drugs in the Bible, it say you shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? And even if you're a feminist, say, even if I go against men in the Bible, the reason why I was created to help men is the reason why I'm even able to be here in the first place, to go against what I was created to be. It's like Why are you going against God nature? Like God created you to be here and protect the man and love the man and take care of his offsprings, cook for him, clean for him, and whatever he needs done. And you get to have protection, wisdom, and guidance, all that. You know what I mean? It's not okay for us to bash men. We can say men ain't doing this, men ain't doing that, but when we talk about what women ain't doing right, we wrong. It's scaring me, man. Listen, you should be scared of these people, man. When you sit here and try to make logical conversations and they don't want to hear it, but they want you to subscribe to their ideology, that is scary, bro. That's what we know that's called. That's called somebody pushing an agenda. You know what I mean? Whether it be on the kids, the elderly, or the millennials. You know what I mean? We just got to get to a point to where it's true equality and everybody can get heard out. Not just, this party, that party. Everybody, you know what I mean, as a whole, you know what I mean? And I wouldn't give up my black skin just to say, oh, I'm with this community, or I wouldn't give up my black skin to say I'm a feminist, or like black feminists go against black men, gay LGBT community goes against heterosexual black men. When you was a man first, and you rocking with us first, just to go fuck with them, and it's just like a whole bunch of fucked up shit that's going on. You know what I mean? And when at first it was about being black and being proud of being black, you know what I mean? They ditched this black skin, for a certain community, whether that be this one or that one, you know what I mean? But forgot that we was all together, you know what I mean? And thinking, oh, the feminists gonna save them, the LGBT gonna save you. The only reason they fuck with you is because you were part of their propaganda. And if you wasn't doing what you was doing, they wouldn't fuck with you. If you wasn't sitting there going against your race and being disrespectful, they wouldn't even fuck with you, and you know that. So you feel like you better, or you being accepted, but they really don't accept you. They accept you for being a tool that they use like a foot soldier to, you know what I mean, bring the violence. We're all about unity, happiness. If we can sit here and talk, I have a conversation with this community, that community, but they're not going to want to have no sit downs. If you start making logical words, conversations, they don't want to talk over you. They want to cut the footage. They don't want to start blurring shit out, editing shit. But it's like, you know what I mean? I love everybody, you know what I mean? But everybody don't love me. I love God, but everybody don't love God. I follow God, but everybody don't follow the commandments of God. But they want to have their wishes come true, but they're not doing the will of the Father. You know what I mean? And none of these people talking about God. And none of these people, all they care about is they self, And I'm about unity, I'm about everybody. And if you don't get down with their certain ideology, they ain't gonna fuck with you. Even if you don't wanna fuck with me, you understand me, I still got love for you. No matter if you from this community, that community, you know what I mean? I still respect you as a human being, you know what I mean? And I have no hatred in my heart or malice for anybody. And I just want y'all to know that if we're going to have true equality, we need to start having conversations where the parents are getting heard, the elders, the millennials, the men and the women. That's all.